Something that I'm very interested in all my work is this idea of overcoming language barriers through imagery, symbols and popular culture. The piece I created was this sort of melting superhero, kind of commenting on like this idea that nobody can help us. So no one can save us is the title of the artwork. Using like a visual language to represent this idea of global warming, like this thing that is supposed to be our savior is melting underneath the kind of conditions that we're facing today. There's a dark tale, but it's told in maybe a humorous way. So people's initial reaction is maybe to laugh and giggle and snigger at the artwork, but then they sort of think for a moment like, oh, what's going on there? Our superhero is melting. I suppose it's just a little reminder to everybody about global warming, that our hope is diminishing every day.
I'm an installation artist, so I create works which is in a hybrid of technology and also sculptural works. My work has always revolved around how we grow too reliant on technology. So it's the idea of gratifying technology, and we lose ourselves in the process of accepting all this technology that we embed in our lifestyle. So I'm trying to create a society where they are actually drones or slaves. So all these figures are actually headless because they don't have a mind of their own. The idea of having just the body is because we are vehicles or templates or molds, you see. So the idea of coming together with just the body and not the head is significant to being robotic and being more machine-like. I would just like to stir up an effect that actually makes people understand that there are various forms of negativity within the technology itself. So I'm trying to highlight to the audience that there are this aspect, and hopefully they take with them this message.
The title of the work is called Kake, which is Guyanese for naughty or stubborn. The reason why I chose the word Kake is because when I was growing up, that was pretty much the only Guyanese word I've been hearing. Whenever I get scolding from my parents, it's the word Kake seems to come out. Basically, the whole work is about my heritage and about how I grew up being Guyanese and being Singaporean at the same time. So it's about that struggle of finding my identity. It's the most challenging work I've done so far because I've never had the chance or the need to talk about myself, because there's always been reacting towards other people and other things outside of me. It took about 2 weeks to prepare before I came in and started painting. And within those 2 weeks, it has a lot to do with talking to my mom about my late grandfather, who could be considered as a true blue Guyanese. So it has a lot to do with that, and just talking to other people. I have a lot of other Guyanese friends who are not really too sure about their own heritage, but just talking to them and asking them about how was it like growing up. It's high time that I explore this whole idea of being Guyanese, being Singaporean. What I'm really hoping is open up a dialogue between myself and other people who could relate to being Guyanese, or just people who struggle with their own identity.